Welcome to How to Make a Robot with Miss Cynthia. Supplies to make the robot is one piece of colored construction paper, scissors, a glue stick, tape, two pencils, and markers. Let's get started. Hi, this is Miss Cynthia. Let's start our robot. Get your construction paper and fold it in half very easily. You're going to need your scissors for this. Open your paper, grab your scissors, and cut your paper in half using the crease as your guide. Be very careful when you use the scissors. Don't cut close to your fingers. You're going to have two pieces of paper. At the moment, we're only going to need one, so put the other one on the side. And when we have this piece of paper in our hand, we're going to go ahead and fold it in half. Let the corners touch, and then use your fingers to make that crease. And then open it up just like a book. And we're going to go ahead and make this corner touch the middle corner, just like this. We're going to make another fold in the middle. Make it close. So you're going to go ahead and open it up. And this corner is going to fold to this corner. And guess what? This side is going to touch the other side as well. See? And just make sure it's nice and creased. Use your fingers, and then what you're going to do is you're going to open the page up. You're going to open and then close like if it was a book. On your right hand, you're going to go ahead and grab the side that has the opening. And we're going to be cutting the side that it does not have the opening. This is the side that we're going to cut. This is the side you're holding. This is the cutting side. So if you're left-handed, you would use the opposite. Okay? We're going to go use our safety scissors, and we're going to safely cut. We're going to be cutting little slices, and we're not going to go beyond that crease. This is the size of the creases that I recommend. If you make them any bigger or smaller than this, then it might not move correctly. These are going to be the actual legs. So go ahead and start. Make sure that you're carefully not cutting close to your fingers, but you're not cutting beyond that crease. I notice if you make them too wide, they actually don't bend as much when you're using the robot. So just for yourself to know. If you get to cut a few of them, they're a little bit wider, you could just go back and cut them in half. Like this one, I could just go back and cut them in half. So continue all the way to the end. Make sure that you're careful with your fingers. All the way to the end. Oops. There we go. So this is the open side, and this is the closed side. So if you look, it looks like a little accordion, huh? All right, so this is where the tricky part is. That's what's tricky. I need you to get your glue stick. And remember how it's closed and now it's like an open book? So what we're going to need you to do is to glue one side, which would be this side. And all you have to do is put some glue on there. Make sure you put a decent amount in the corners. Okay, so this is the side that I put the glue on. And this is the side that I did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close it. And then I'm going to go ahead and push them together. And it's going to make like a triangle. And if this is something that you need help with, you can always ask for help. Let's see, looks like a triangle. And if I'm going too fast, this is the great thing about videos is you can pause and rewind and you can go back. So these are going to be the legs. Once you're done gluing, I would recommend that you go through and kind of bend them like this a little bit just to get them ready. Get those legs ready for the robot. See, looks pretty good. All right, so legs are done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and grab that other piece of paper and we're going to fold it, actually before we fold it in half. What I'm going to need you to do is use your imagination and use your finger as a ruler. So I need you to cut a long strip the width of your finger or the width of the glue stick, whatever is easiest for you. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be straight. These are going to be the arms of the robot. Okay, it wasn't straight. It's a little crooked, and it's okay. So let's go ahead and put this on the side. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold the paper in half. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this paper in half. You just grab one. And that half, see where the crease is at? We're going to cut right down the middle. Put this on the side. And guess what? We're going to cut this one in half as well. One of these is going to be the head. So whichever you like better, you can go ahead and use it as a head. All right. So I think I like this one. This one looks good. On this little extra slice, I'm just going to go ahead and cut a piece so I can make a neck. It doesn't have to be too thick. So it's just going to go right behind the little guy's head. So go ahead and glue it on. So we're gluing on the head. Get the head ready. All right. And you should have the arms, the head. You should have this long piece that we haven't touched yet. You should have another piece like this and a little tiny one. We're going to go ahead and grab this long one first. This is going to be the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue the arms. These are the arms. And whichever one you want to use, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you glue it on one of the sides, just like that. We're going to glue his arms. Get a little bit of glue stick. Get a little bit of glue. And what you're going to do, glue and do. Sounds like I'm rhyming or rapping. There are the arms. That's the body. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab his head and we're going to go ahead and glue it right there. Just a little bit more. Starting to look like a robot now, huh? You don't want his neck to be really long because then he's going to be flapping all over. That looks pretty good, huh? It's going to be his body. And now that we have him together, what I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and get your marker, your crayon, or whatever you have. I just have a regular marker, nothing fancy. And I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 circles on the top for eyes. I'm going to do 2 circles, and then I'm going to do 2 smaller circles on the bottom. Because look at my eyes. Then we're going to draw a nose. You can draw a square nose, you can draw a triangle nose, you can do whatever you want. And I'm going to do a triangle nose because I think he looks cute. And I don't know about you, but most robots don't really look like happy guys. See their faces? They're just like... So I think I'm going to make that little triangle face. He still looks cute. You can make a happy face. You can do lips, like girl lips. You can do pointy lips. You can do whatever you want. This is your robot. And then when we put it together, the arms are going to stick out. So I'm going to put a little bit of lines right next to his arms. So it looks like he has like an armor. And then on his little chest, I'm going to draw some kind of like some circles, but they kind of represent like bolts, you know, because they're metal robots. I like it. You can paint hearts, you can put circles, you can put different colors, you can color these, whatever you want. This is your robot. All right, guys, we're almost ready. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that little accordion one. And if you look at your accordion, the part that has that paper sticking out a little bit, we're gonna push that to the back. So we're gonna flip it over. So the nice clean side is gonna be facing the robot. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and place your his legs inside his little body, just like this. See how he's looking a little bit more like a robot now? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put some glue here and here. Or if you prefer tape, it's up to you. I'm actually gonna do both, just to give it a little bit of extra, a little extra help. So I went ahead and I glued them together, and I'm pushing them together so the glue will be nice and snug. I'm gonna grab just a little bit of piece of tape, one for each side, just to give it a little bit more, help them out. There you are. And once you're done with that step, we're gonna get 2 pieces of tape and we're gonna tape his legs together. If you look at the bottom of his body, it's kind of like a weird shape. I would suggest you kind of shape it to a flatter bottom, see? And that way the legs fit a little bit better. At this point, I would suggest that you fix the legs to the length and make them as even as possible. And we're gonna go ahead and place 2 pieces of tape to secure those legs. We're almost done, guys. You guys are doing a great job. All right, so my robot looks pretty good. I'm gonna flip it and put the piece of tape right there. Flip it over again and place the tape just to secure it in place. What do you think? Looks pretty good, huh? So now we need to go ahead and grab our pencils, our markers, whatever old supplies you have. I've seen people do chopsticks. Some people use old straws. You can use anything you want. So I'm using 2 old pencils that the eraser is gone on this one. You can use whatever. We're going to use a medium-sized piece of tape, and we're going to place it at the end of of the pencil. The sticky side is going to go towards the leg just like this. So you're going to put the pencil at the very end, and then we're going to secure it in place. And if it comes off, it's okay. You can just grab another piece of tape and retape it. There it is. All right, so let's grab our other piece of tape. Put it on the end of the pencil. And then we're going to put it on the other side. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you're enjoying our craft. Silly me, I put it the wrong way. Look at that, very easily I was able to take it off and reapply it. Silly, I wasn't paying attention. All right, what do you think? This is my Robbie the robot. What's your robot's name? Parents, don't forget to post your child's picture on Twitter or Instagram at Avocado School PTA. Thank you for your support.